just makes me wonder. Right here is where a beaver's dug down in there. It's definitely a beaver. I think that was an arrowhead, but it's a leaf. But you come down here, the water's hit this where it's dug it out. Now look here. Right there's a little knife. It's Cousteau chert. It's nothing spectacular. It's kind of clunky. But there's an ancient Indian artifact right there. It's a little knife. It's just like a dollar or two thing, but it's cool. Dude, I've done it. I'm right where I'm metal detecting is where I found Kanawha Bifurcates, and I'm hoping this is one. This point's laying flat out above me, and I was just here yesterday, and I don't find much here. I sifted this out. You can see this high water. Look at these fire pits coming out. But I thought most of these fire pits were from this dump because there's an Indian site and there's a dump with old trash, and I'm metal detecting, but I find arrowheads here too. Now look at this. See if you can spot this. I don't even know what to say on this. I mean, I can see the point from here, and it looks like a Kanawha Bifurcate. It's right, let me see, right about there. It's got that, I haven't even got closer than this. I was swinging my metal detector right here on these rocks. Right here it is. It's still on. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm using the Nocta Macro Simplex, and I'm just here flipping, and I've just pulled a piece of flat metal out of here and threw it way out in the river. I threw all the little pieces of rusted iron way out instead of carrying them out. I look up, and this is just where I'm standing. Let's get closer. If this is a Kanawha Bifurcate, I only have a small frame of them. I'll have to get them out. I find one a year, and it's all from right here. 5 yards that way and 5 yards this way. I think it is. Oh, folks, it is. It's a Kanawha Bifurcate. Oh, folks, this is better than the drill or anything, because these aren't common here. Look at this. Oh, that's a beautiful point. Oh, that's nice. It's real thin. Look at it. It's almost uniface on this backside. It's a Kanawha Bifurcate. I have a hafted shaft scraper made out of one knee. Oh, folks, this is a good find because of the other stuff I have. It tells an ancient story. It's got a serrated edge. You know, I'll put up the information on the dates on these things. There was a camp right here, like, 6,000 plus years ago. Wow. Here's this beautiful Kanawha Bifurcate. Look at the chipping on that. Look at the edge work. It's real thin. I don't find many of these, but I got them. And I'll show you the rest of the stuff right from the same site. And then at the end, I'll show you the age of them in a book. But we can put this right here, and this would be the first one I found on the site. You can see just the very indentation in the base. It's made of black Kanawha chert. I thought it was a Kirk stemmed. And I found that in the 1990s, and all the rest of this stuff since. With this being the last one today. And I've got some broken banner stands and some other very unique tools from there. This is just the stuff that was accessible for me to get out right now. I keep everything I find. I sifted this one on my channel in a video in my sifter in the water. Look, it's got the Fox Valley look to it. These are kind of related to Stanley Bifurcates, plus they're just called Fox Valley points in Illinois. I found this one in my sifter on video on my channel. This is a beauty. I was real happy. Look, it's got the little like wings on it. That's just a smoking point. Here's the hafted shaft scraper. This is pre-YouTube. It's real beautiful translucent material made on a flake. You can see the edge right there in the little base. You can call it a hafted shaft scraper, but it's more just like a notch flake tool. It's very cool. Right with this stuff, it even has the bifurcate base. Here's another little base thing. It's almost like a Waller knife. A little notch base with a little flake tool right on the top to use as a cutting instrument. And that's Crooksville chert of high quality. A flake of it. It's the best quality of Crooksville. And you see here, I just found this one last summer. This really nice bifurcate. I found this one on video. I found this one laying out early on. The winged one I found in my sifter. I found this one laying out on video. Look at that. It's a beveled one. And I'll get out some of the older stuff from back when I found this drill. I have some more little ones like this. And you know, I'm just now, since the late 1990s, it's 2022, kind of figuring it out from this last run. Like all of these points except just a few of these pieces I found on my YouTube channel. So just going back and have the extra time to do it because of the money from the YouTube videos, I got to really piece together what's going on in this site. And if I get it all out, it'll be like this. I have some wings off, a couple winged banner stands. So these people were definitely these banner stands with like these little projectiles. They were slate ones too. I'll get all that stuff out and it'll be a look into time. You know, these things anywhere from 5,000 years ago to like 8,200 years before present. So they can be up to 8,000 years old. And I'm leaning towards, you know, I usually go with a middle date somewhere, say, you know, this stuff's probably around 6,000 years old. But looking at this stuff and the other stuff on the site, the serrations on some of the stuff and the bevel, I say these things are towards the oldest of these. And these are pretty old pieces, 8,000 years old. And I found this real beautiful hammer stain in there. Look at it, you can see how it's got that ridge down the middle where they beat it on both sides. And it probably spalled the flakes off and then they pressure flaked these. Because all the stuff fell out of the bank together. And this came out right with it, with the banner stains. Look, it's even got pecking right in here. This is a phenomenal hammer stain. And it's 10 times as good because you can lay it with this stuff. And you know, you can see the similarities in some of these points. I'd say that the same guy 6, 7, 8,000 years ago made a few of these right on that little camp. You know, all this stuff came from like that wall to like maybe like over here to this gate on the shore. It all come out one little area in a bank, so it's one little camp. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Later. All right, here's the point I found, give you a little history on it. It's archaeologically known, so these were identified in my area on the Kanawha River on a site there. Kanawha stemmed, early archaic, 8,200 to 5,000 years before present. And you can see them here. Exactly the same. Mine's about the size of this one here. Let me see. Like, you know, nice one's $100 point. You see wing on it like the one I sifted. Tennessee. They're from like West Virginia, southeastern states. But there you go. And this is the periodical I'm using, the Overstreet Identification Guide and Price Guide to Indian Arrowheads. You can get them on Amazon. It's a great book. Many editions. I'd get one of the newer ones. Later.